Hello, everybody. This is Jason Chapa, the speech instructor for 1311.SVD. I just started a little early, but people can feel free to join me. I don't know if we'll get people to join me specifically now, but I thought I'd go ahead and show all of you a few things, specifically a few samples of the group culture assignment, just so you can know what I kind of wanted, since that's going to be due pretty soon. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and mute my camera because my house could be a little cleaner, but you'll still be able to hear me talk, no problem, hopefully. I'll go ahead and screen share right now. First off, I'm going to start with a Japanese culture sample. Now this one's good for the information that it has, but there are a few issues. Now what you're going to have to do, so you have your title page here, and it goes over a lot of information for nonverbal, for gender, for conflict, which falls into interpersonal communication, family communication, history. History is optional. You don't have to share history or any other optional things, just language, family, nonverbal, interpersonal, and gender differences. Also use of language here, and a lot more traditions as well. So they have a lot of good information, but the problem with this one is that they didn't record any presentation for it. And you have to record some element. All the same, since you don't want your PowerPoints to be this wordy, you don't want me to just be reading it while you're reading it to me over the audio. You're going to need to have at least more short bullet points and explain most of the information to me rather than using this one. So yeah, again, they did really well with their research, but they didn't really present the information. They just put it up there, and this is just like an essay but on PowerPoint form, and that's not what I want. What I want you to do is share the information for me through audio, and you'll do that by inserting audio recordings up here. Insert audio on my PC or record it, and that should be fine. Do a few test ones, and I'll show you how it comes out. Another thing they didn't do well, and this is something that a lot of my students don't do, is they have all their work cited, but they did not put it in terms of APA format. And that's something that's essential for this. Let me see if I can find it. Usually with Microsoft Word, which if you have access to Microsoft PowerPoint, you have Microsoft Word, you can actually make the works cited or bibliography page in APA format. But just listing websites like this, that's a big no-no. Same thing with using Wikipedia. Don't use Wikipedia as your primary sources. Use other sources than that. So yeah, those are a few things that they did. They could have done better on. But overall, the information is pretty legit. That's what I'm looking for, to cover all this information, maybe even more. So you have one viewer, that's good. Though it might be me. Yeah, it's just me. Oh well, I got excited over nothing. Let me go ahead and show y'all another sample PowerPoint, which is a little better. And the good thing about this one is they did end up having some audio component to it. And I don't think I can play this, but I will upload these files on Blackboard so y'all can see. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Here is where's this Chinese one? There we go. So yeah, this one, they have, if you notice, there's a little audio link right here. This is where, if you click that, it plays the audio file that is attached to it. And I'll play it right now. If it doesn't play, don't worry. I'll upload these on Blackboard so you can see. But here's an example. All right, so yeah, that's what happens sometimes. You have your introduction there. They have a table of contents, that's good. And then you notice they don't have as much information, but they explain the information on this audio section. Now let's go ahead and press play for this. Okay, so yeah, this is not bad, but it could be better. They didn't have to put every single word that they're saying. And if you're talking about nonverbal communication, you want to talk about a lot more than just one gesture. It's good that they gave the history of it, but you're going to want to include multiple gestures or even the way people dress and so on. You know, they do this pretty much the same thing. They talk more in depth about gender differences. They talk about, let's see, conflict in communication, which ties to both gender as well as interpersonal communication. Talk about interpersonal relationships and family communication. And that's the thing that they do well. They cover a good amount of information of what's required. They do talk a little bit about history, which you don't need to, but you can if you'd like to round it out, as well as language. But they spend a lot of time just reading off the slide, and that's not what I want you to do. What I want you to do is have bullet points or have something that you refer to rather than just saying everything. Still, this one was better than the previous one because they did have an audio presentation component to it that's down there. So hopefully those were two good examples of the presentation that I want y'all to do for the culture. Let me show you one more, which is probably, if you're going to aim for, I want you to, this would probably be the perfect way to do it. So let me go ahead and share this screen. It's going to be a presentation over Germany. And right off the bat, they don't have anything that's really too distracting aside from pictures and the main points that they're talking about. So I'm going to press play here and we'll see what they say. All right, so you see, rather than having a list of, descriptions of what in regards to proxemics is, they go ahead and explain it rather than putting any paragraphs or sentences or whatever. And that's what I want y'all to do. Have your headers here, your bullet points, but you should be the ones who's sharing the information. And that's what they do throughout the different categories here. They have a lot of pictures. There's a lot going on, but I think this is one of the better ones that I've received. They cover extra information. And the only problem I have with this presentation is, again, they just list the websites. They don't really give it an APA format. And I'll show you how you can do that just in a little bit. But the takeaway from this is the type of presentation I want y'all to have, where you have your bullet points and it's you all who are giving the information, not me reading the presentation off the PowerPoint or reading it while y'all are reading it as well. So that's hopefully a good idea of what you can have. I'll go ahead and upload all these 3 PowerPoints up to Blackboard so that y'all can have reference to them, as well as listen to their presentations and get a good hint as to what to do and what not to do. What I'll do now, and I'm going to go ahead and close these, because if anyone shows up, I'll go ahead and just refer them to that or tell them to watch the video earlier. What I'll do now is I'll show you how you can make an APA works cited page. And give me 1 second just to load up a few things. All right, so what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to show y'all a few websites that you can use in your presentations. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Now this comes from gerthofstede.com/mexico.html. So Gert is GERT-HOFSTEDE.com/Mexico. And these go over cultural values, which are talked about in chapter 6 of the text. And if you cover all of these, this will be a lot of information that covers from all those different categories. If you want to organize it to where they fit even better, but you could basically put these pretty much in anything. So if you cover these, this is a lot of the information you're going to need. So that's gerthofstede.com or gert.hofstede.com/Mexico. Usually if you put Google Gert Hofstede and then your country, and you'll find this website. You can also compare Mexico to another country, usually with the United States. I think I've gone over this before, but yeah. Another one is quintessential.co.uk. If you Google quintessential and then your country's name, you'll find the information, and they talk about, like here, family values, machismo, which is gender related, etiquette and customs, which could be interpersonal as well as nonverbal, business etiquette, which is interpersonal, nonverbal, dress, nonverbal, and you could also, and language as well. So both of these things, these websites are good websites to use. The question is, how do I cite them? Well, it's not too difficult. I'll go ahead and show y'all how to use Microsoft Word to cite your sources or to make a works cited page. So what you do is you'll basically insert you can use this to insert a bibliography, no problem. And you manage sources as well. You can go ahead and create new sources. So here, let me go and do this real slow. Or slower. So references, manage your sources. You bring up this thing. You can create new. You can click the type of source. Let's go to the website. Now, for websites, the best thing to do is to put as much information as possible. And let's go ahead and copy some of the information here. So if it doesn't have an author, best thing to do is just to kind of leave it blank, and it'll figure it out itself. You can also click about to join that to see if it gives any information. But do your best to find a source with a website author. So let's see. Name of web page is the actual source you're at. So name of web page would be Mexico language culture market. The website would be the quintessential thing. So the web page is the individual thing that you're looking at. The website is the overall broad category that carries all the websites. So let's see if we can find a year. It says copyright 2016. We'll probably have to go with that. Okay, and it says that estimated in 2004 they're using the census, so that's not. We'll just get 2016 month. Okay. Worst comes to worst, just put the date that you accessed it there. So yeah, you fill out the name of the web page, which is the title of the web page you're at, the name of the website, which is the domain, find the author if you can, the year that you accessed it, and there you go. You have your bibliography information there. And let's do it for the Gert Hofstede website. So, let's see. New. Name of product. Here. Scene. Okay, so we've got our two websites added into our site to source manager. Now the way that you make the citation, real simple. You click the bibliography and you just click it like that. And it gives you the list there after you filled it out. So that's what you need to do. That's the easiest way to do it. Get that and copy paste it at the end of your PowerPoint, and you've got your works cited. You've done more than just listing the websites, and even then you have those there. But so let's go ahead and close that. So, okay, so still no viewers. So I'm going to go ahead and not wrap it up, but I'm going to stop talking because that's all the stuff I had to say. Show you the things. I'll wait here until more people show up, but if it gets recorded or anything, we'll see what questions people have. But hopefully that helps y'all with the various cultural issues that you might have for the assignment. So I'm going to mute my microphone. I'll still be here for the next 30 minutes. Hopefully some people will show up, but if you're just watching for class reasons, I think you can go ahead and stop here or skip ahead. And I'll put where you can skip ahead for more interactions in the note. But yeah, thanks for watching. All right, so I see there's three more people watching. So hello, everybody. Sorry if I was rambly a bit there. Close that microphone or the camera. So yeah, hi guys. Just wanted to let y'all know if y'all, you don't have to log in, but if y'all can just message me on Google Hangout, just I would appreciate it, just to know that y'all can see me and hear me fine. But let's see. I see all of y'all's logged in and everything. But yeah, I don't know if y'all saw the beginning or what, but let me go ahead and just show y'all again what I'm going to upload actually to Blackboard. Okay, so what I have for Blackboard are a few to upload. I haven't uploaded them yet, but I will. I do have a few sample cultural projects from my last semesters that I wanted to show y'all. Let's see. Wonder if y'all can actually see. So I'll just wait to see if people log in or join in or not. But I already loaded them up again. And I don't know if y'all are watching or listening, but I just sent a message to the viewers on the Google Hangout. So go ahead and let me know if y'all are watching or not. All right, so again, I'm still here just waiting for any questions or comments that any of y'all might have. Go ahead and message me and I'll respond to them, no problem. And just as an FYI, I'm currently in the process of uploading those sample PowerPoints from past classes that I had talked about at the beginning of the video. So go ahead and download those if need be. You can have a good example of them. You can mess around with them. Just please don't plagiarize them, because I'll kind of know. I'm good at catching that. Not that I don't trust y'all, but I just think, again, should put the asterisk there. And it's currently up. One of the first ones currently uploading. The rest will upload soon enough. All right, guys. I know I said go till 12:45, but I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I'll still be online. I'll still have. I'm going to stop broadcasting. But if you want to join in after the broadcast, that's fine. You can ask me questions and not get recorded or anything. But I'm going to go ahead and stop broadcasting now. So I'll still be here for about 15 more minutes. But if you have any questions, you can ask me then. So thanks for watching, joining, and I'll see y'all later.